BBTS knows the importance of Godzilla and his birthday, so check them out at the link in the description.
Dragon Ball, horror, kaiju, and more. Steven's Toy Reviews.
Hey there, collectors, it's going to be Steven here, and welcome to another review. And today I'm bringing you a review of two little teeny tiny kaiju figures. It's going to be two Godzilla figures, his latest incarnations. It's going to be from the Enshrined monster series. We're going to be taking a look at the fearsome Godzilla Evolved and Godzilla -1 B version, which is going to be color, not minus color, because he's A. I don't know why minus color would be A and normal colors would be B. Yeah. But for this one, BBTS did partner with me to celebrate Godzilla Day. So this way we can celebrate the big, bad OG kaiju on his birthday, and BBTS knows the importance of Godzilla to the collecting community. So big ups to Big Bad Toy Store, big ups to Godzilla. It's his birthday today. The Godzilla live stream either did or is happening at the time of posting, depending on when you're watching this. So let's all enjoy the new product being announced, the new movie announcements and short films, and let's take a look to see whether or not these little guys are going to be worth adding into your collection. Now, first and foremost, we're going to go ahead and start with Minus Goji here. Minus Goji, you may be happy to learn the director is back for another film. That's right, this was actually announced on November 1st. Friday, which is a great way to go into the weekend, right? We're going to have another movie and another possible new Godzilla design by the same loving creator of Minus Goji, which is good. But focusing on the figure here, so these are going to be smaller figures. They're not going to be really big, and they're kind of sort of in the same mindset as the D for Real line. I know the D for Real focuses on huge heads when it comes to the chibi, super deformed aspect, but when I look at these figures, I can't help but think that these are aiming sort of at the same sort of crowd because they are nicely detailed. They do have some solid paint applications, and even though they are deformed from the normal design of the Godzilla that this one's trying to represent, we still get the major feeling of Minus Goji here. I am talking a little bit about the concept of these figures because generally speaking, they both look great. Minus Goji does have that typical brown sort of edging towards a green dry brushing, and he does have a little bit of the indication of the battle scar from the mine on the left side of his face. The only real particular issue is going to be his right eye. It looks a bit wavy. It looks like the paint application is a little bit lopsided. But other than that, there really isn't an issue for the paint. I know that some folks, when it comes to vinyls, statues, so forth, the seam line on some figures is a little upsetting. That is present here, but honestly, for the price, which is going to be about between $20 to $27 for this line across everything, I think it's pretty acceptable. So all in all, this figure is really solid. And by the way, this one was made in Vietnam. Now we're going to go over to the fearsome Godzilla Evolved, which is going to be striking a nice metallic paint scheme. And of course, he's going to be from the new Empire. So for the main body, it's just going to be in that traditional sort of charcoal-ish gray color that Godzilla is rather well known for, and the pink, light red, not really magenta metallic paint that Godzilla Evolved would have, particularly when he's getting ready to fire his atomic beam, right? Cool. Issues with this guy, really minimal. I would say only on the dorsal plates. There are a couple of little chips here and there on the plates, but once again, dialing it back to the price point, it's only like $20, so is that going to be a big issue? I'll leave that back to you. Me, personally, not really. Super easy to forgive. Actually, on this guy here, he is going to be much softer than Minus Goji, and the tail does swivel at about the halfway point. Does it matter for anything? Not really. It just is going to help if for some reason you need the tail to lay flat instead of up in the air. Cool. So, size comparison time, if you're looking to see how big these are, we'll just throw a couple of other Godzilla figures that you may have in the collection here so you can see that, yeah, these guys are going to be small, about, about the 3-inch or so mark, I would say. Not a whole lot of interesting things aside from nice sculpt, good paint, and really affordable, and that's going to factor into the buy now, skip, or wait for a deal. I'm going to have to say that these are definitely going to aim at those who maybe want the chibi representation. Maybe they see the D for Real lineup and they think, I would like that, but I can't really afford that, or maybe it doesn't strike well with me. I think these make for a fun alternative. Also, I look at Godzilla Evolved, and I think this looks like, personally for me, more preferable U2s, because the eyes, how they're all metallic painted out, and sort of the head shape, so just for whatever it may be worth. Again, I'll go back to the price point. The whole line is at US distribution, between $20 and $27. Now, you may be thinking, like, let's say a Marvel Legends. You can get a Marvel Legends with full articulation engineering, accessories in the 6-inch scale for about the same, and if you get 2 of these, it's going to equal to about $50, and you can get a bigger Marvel Legends for that price. I will counter that for things like Marvel Legends. There's a lot of reuse of body parts, and for these, not a lot of repaint opportunities. We do have Space Godzilla, King Ghidorah, Mecha Godzilla, King Caesar coming down the pipeline. Those will have repaints, but beyond those two, there's not a lot of room for reusing these bodies, so I think a little bit more is just fine. In short, these guys are sweet and definitely, I would say, worth picking up. Happy birthday, Godzilla. Don't worry, on the channel, more to come. And from BBTS, don't you worry, I'm sure they have plenty more where this comes from.